Good morning, ladies. Here it's Friday night. It's starting to get a little dark, so hopefully you can see me a little bit. And this week has been a week, and I don't know if all of you, I'm hoping all of you are on the blog subscription list, but I can't be 100% sure. But over the past few weeks, I've been writing a series of blogs and they're on Substack. So if you're not getting them, let me know and if you want to get it, then just text me or email me and I'll make sure you go on the mailing list. But I started writing this series of blogs and I'm calling it the Living Body series. And what we're trying to do is reframe the conventional view of the body. And our conventional view is that the body is a machine. And when it breaks down, we fix it. And we now have 100,000 different specialists to help us fix every little nut and bolt and joint of our bodies, right? But we would like to move us into a view of the body as an intelligent living system. And so that's what we've been writing about. And I was thinking that it might be helpful in order to help us, because I think reading the blog is hopefully going to be somewhat insightful, but in order to really embody this, our bodies, we've had this mechanistic view for a long, long time now. And I thought, well, maybe if we also did a series of meditations that kind of correspond a little bit to the blogs, then maybe that would help our little community here to embody this view. Because even I, who have been trying to be a holistic practitioner for the last 20 years, can still fall into the trap of, I get a twinge, I get this, and oh, it's another problem, and I gotta do this, and what am I gonna do? So I thought it'd be good practice for all of us to have an ongoing way for a little while to reframe ourselves. And so our attempt here is, instead of the view of fixing, that we start to create a relationship with our body. And I'm sure we've heard those words before, but hopefully if we have a few meditations over the next few weeks and you read the blogs, some of that information will really start to go in and start to be a little bit more embodied. And we can start to move the meter on our fix-it view of the body, on our mechanistic view of the body, and really start to treat it more like the intelligent being that it is. So anyway, why don't you get yourselves comfy, close your eyes, a few deep breaths to bring yourself in, and you can become more aware of the edges of your body right now, the skin, the weight, the contact points with the floor or the chair. And I want you just to imagine you're at home, you're all alone. For whatever reason, you get to be alone for a little while. Outside on this day, there's a soft, steady rain. but you're inside, warm and safe. And maybe you found that magazine or that book that you've been meaning to read, or maybe it's a blog. And suddenly you hear a knock at the door. At first, you're not even quite sure, was that a knock? Seems to be, or was it just the wind with the rain? You weren't expecting anyone. So you're curious and you go to open it. And there stands before you on your doorstep is your body. Now take that in for a moment. Really take a peek, head to toe. Perhaps they're presenting themselves fully, exactly as you would expect them, or perhaps they are appearing to you in some other form. Maybe they're cartoonish, maybe they're in person. What are they wearing? How are they standing? Are they tall? Is it leaning? Is there a smile? Is there an attitude of seriousness or quiet curiosity? What is your impression of how your body has presented itself to you? Take note of posture and the way they breathe, and most importantly, what is the energy that they carry? How do they feel to you? With no further hesitation, you invite them in out of the rain. You hang up their coat. You notice the dampness on their sleeves or their hair, and you offer to make tea. And as you go into the kitchen, you have a moment to yourself. You fill the kettle and you're waiting for the water to boil, and I want you to check in with yourself. Notice any sensations that are going on. Any warmth, any coolness, any discomforts, ease, tensions. Are there any emotions that are coming forward? Curiosity, uncertainty, surprise. What thoughts are you having? Are there any questions popping into your head right now? Not every day that your body shows up on the doorstep, right? What might you want to ask your visitor today? So you make the tea and you bring it in to your living room, dining room, wherever you're comfortable, and you set the cups down. And the two of you get comfortable. The rain is tapping at the windows, and there's steam curling upward from the cups between you. And you take a deep breath and ask, what would you like me to know about you right now? And you listen. Really, really listen, not just with your ears, but with your whole awareness. Take your time and allow them as much time as they need to answer fully in whatever way is comfortable for them. Shiatara ananya homa tatati, shiatara kokoko chititia, siatara mamamaji, shiatara ta. Kiata, tamamamaji, siatara ta. And when your body is finished, feeling completed with the question, they take a sip of their tea and then meet your eyes. And they ask you, what would you like me to know about you? And you answer honestly with words, feelings, or simply the quality of your presence. What do you want them to know about you? Karayato totonia tarakakanyata. Shia totonia tarakakakiacho torashi chitiatana. Coco niatara chichichichichiatara papa coco tititi sitiatara makakaria chichi. Siatara matia chichichi. Allow the light language to land, braiding your words together, weaving understanding in both directions. And I'm going to give you a few minutes. If there are any other questions you want to ask your body, or perhaps the other way around, your body has some special message for you, take this time now to get those messages. Kirioto totonia tara. Chia shoshonia kakarioto no nichi shishishi. Sia papa titi titi. Kurioshoton. We're not here to fix anything. We are here to create a relationship Tiatara kompo koriachiti. Sion no nono titi titi piasanta. When the tea is gone and the conversation has ended, you can walk them to the door. The rain has softened into a mist. You thank them for coming, and they thank you for opening the door. And if you feel comfortable, you may wish to invite your body to come back for tea and chat sometime. Kariyasho totonya tara kakanyanyo tara tia tata cha si 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 si. Kariyasho tototia tia tarama kariyasho tototia tara si tiriata. So this is our first introduction. And I think perhaps next week, we will start meeting some of our various bodily systems. Again, to become more acquainted with our bodies in a new way and to form connections. Have an amazing, amazing Saturday.